I'm such a fan of Aran Craft that when I first presented it, I think I bought like 3 sweaters in my first show. I am such a fan because the craftsmanship is unmatched. The way they feel, the way they look. I mean, this is so sophisticated and customer top rated, this one in particular. It's an open front cardigan with pockets. It has a gorgeous length to it. No buttons, nothing to fuss with. $119.99. You're saving $78. Customer top rated. Go to QVC.com to read all of the amazing reviews. Now, we lost 2 out of 9 colors. And this is made of 2 yarns. If we could take a quick look, and we'll talk to Barry about it further, but there's 2 yarns that give it this beautiful 2-tone effect. I mean, look at that. A374981, I am wearing your black watch. This is your mallard gray. And wait, I think I had that in reverse. I'm sorry. This is your mallard gray. Charcoal black, and then here is your black watch, and then on QVC.com, cloud soft gray. Look at that one. Ooh, grass pear, natural stone. Ooh, look at that raspberry wine. That's so pretty. Very limited there, extra small only, and in the others, extra small to extra large. All right, we're gonna bring in Barry Cullen. He is a 3rd-generation owner and designer. So nice to see you this morning. I know it's like 3 a.m. over there.
How are you doing? Great to see you.
Great to see you.
We're all wide awake here.
Well, I appreciate it because, you know, you are the man behind this amazing brand, and I'm so delighted to really dive into people who don't know about the craftsmanship and the history of Aran Craft. So if you can give us a little deep dive.
Of course. So I think, as you mentioned there, we're a 3rd-generation family-run business. It was established in 1957 by my grandmother, Molly Cullen, and it was continued into the next generation. And there's a photograph of her there. That photograph was actually taken, I believe it was on her 21st birthday in New York.
Wow.
Where, like many of her generation, they traveled to America to work to earn money and send their money back to their families at home in Ireland. And her sister stayed on working there for many years. So Molly wanted to come home and start a business of her own in her hometown of Monasterevin, which is a very small town in the Midlands of Ireland, about an hour from Dublin. I'm actually in our showroom here at the moment. And when she wanted to get a loan from the local bank to start her family business, she was a woman starting a business on her own. They refused her the loan, and it was actually her sister who sent her the money back from America to start the business. And that was over 60 years ago now. So the next generation was my father Paul and my uncle John, who's many people would know was a guest on QVC for many years. He's now retired. And now in the 3rd generation is myself and my brother Niall, and we're just so happy to have brought this type of knitting and this kind of modern take on what is a very traditional craft into the 21st century. And I think this is a great example of it. It's so elegant, it's so modern, and it has this. I think you spoke about the beautiful plating effect, and also the fact that we're using merino wool, which is really, like, as anyone knows, is just one of the finest wools. If you ever have those ideas of a type of wool sweater, like a very old-fashioned sweater that was itchy next to your skin, put that out of your mind completely. This is something that could be worn directly next to your skin. I'm wearing one here with just a t-shirt underneath. Mm-hmm. It's like wearing a hug. And this one, as I said, is great. There's so much wool in this. This is just the length, the full shawl collar, the kind of the dense knit, which in merino wool, this type of knitting captures these little pockets of air in it, which means, and also because it's a natural fiber, it regulates your body temperature. So you're not going to be overheating. You're not going to have that feeling of you're wearing a synthetic fiber of it, feeling almost a little kind of clammy. This is a natural organic fiber that's going to keep you warm and with this beautiful modern design, it's gonna get you a lot of attention as well.
Absolutely. $119.99. You're saving $78. 31.5 to 35 inches is your length. And we have it in extra, extra small to extra, extra large. And I love the length on this. You know, it's got great coverage, especially for this time of year. You know, if it doesn't get super, super cold, this can be, you know, someone's jacket. This is what you throw on the everyday.
We're seeing that more and more. The people are coining the term cottagen, which is this. It's somewhere between a cardigan and a coat. And there's just so many things you can do with this. Like if you do want to use it as your other coat, just throw a little belt over it if you wanted to wrap over. Because you have the full shawl, you can actually almost wrap it around yourself completely as well. I think when we introduced this style, I think it was in 2020. A year later, I live in Dublin on the bank of the Royal Canal. And I was out for a walk one day, and a woman walked past me wearing this exact style that she had bought on QVC the year prior. It had done a full round trip at that stage.
That's so funny. I mean, but you would know this. I mean, this stands out from a crowd, you know, especially here in America. I mean, it's so hard to find any kind of Irish sweaters, let alone something with the craftsmanship and the thoughtfulness. I mean, this is spectacular. I'm such a fan, Barry. I said it before, like the first show we ever did together, I bought like 3 sweaters. I'm just addicted because it's what you said. There's no itchy or scratchy feeling. I never feel overheated. And I always feel like the fit is perfect. Like it's not too tight. I can hug and do what I need to do, but it's not baggy and oversized. So it's just that perfect sweet spot.
Particularly with this style, because of the sheer amount of wool that's in it, there's a certain amount of it'll naturally drape and find and settle in a position on your body. And also when you wear something, even if you bought something that traditionally might have felt it was maybe a size too small, wool will respond to your body temperature a little bit, and it'll kind of relax. As soon as you put it on, you can actually feel the sweater kind of relaxing around you. But this is also something that you'd be absolutely fine to go size up if you want to just be able to really wrap yourself up.
Yeah.
But being open front, you really have a lot of flexibility in that way.
Yeah, and I love what you said before because I'm a big belter. So for me, I would absolutely just turn it over and do a nice belt. I mean, it's very sophisticated. The colors are spectacular. So I am wearing the mallard gray. We have charcoal black, black watch, and then we're going to start seeing some fun colors coming up. We have our cloud and soft gray, grass pear, natural stone, and take a look at this raspberry wine. We only have extra small left, and that's it. This is retiring. It's going away. So pick this up in this show while we still have them available. You're saving $78. This started out at $198. It's now $119.99. Even better, it's shipping to you for free, but that free shipping goes away at $12.01. So absolutely want to get the value there. $24 on Easy Pay, a 374-981. But I think the biggest story here, Barry, is that this is customer top rated, and that does not always happen in apparel.
We're so delighted whenever we read some of the reviews that people take the time out of their day to write these words. We read every review. We take any. We're happy to take the criticism on board. But luckily with this one, it's just been overwhelmingly positive. And we just like to thank anybody who's taken the time to give those reviews.
Well, that's wonderful. And, you know, I couldn't find one thing wrong with this. Like, I don't know who's complaining because it's done so perfectly. And I love the placement of the pockets. You can tell this is so thought out. Made, obviously, in Ireland, which I love. So it's a chance to take home a little bit of Ireland or give the gift of something so special. And you know, with this merino wool, I know there's, you know, questions of how do we care for something like this? What's the best way to clean it?
I suppose the first thing to say is that you shouldn't hang it. I know we're just doing it for demonstration purposes on air. You really never want to hang something that's knitted because it can cause kind of some misshaping. But the beautiful thing about merino wool is because it still contains a certain amount of natural oil called lanolin, and that makes it slightly stain resistant. At the most, you may have to do a little bit of spot cleaning. The golden rule is, even if your washing machine says it has a wool setting, don't put it into your washing machine. And for the most part, the less you do to it, the better, is truth be told. You may, if it picks up a slight bit of odor, maybe if you are sitting next to an open fire or something like that, we say drape it over like a clothes horse or a clothes rack outside on a breezy day. We call it air washing. The air flowing through it will remove any sense of odor. Apart from that, when you're not wearing it, keep it folded up out of direct sunlight, and this is something that's going to last you for a long time.
Beautiful. And I'd love if we can maybe go back a step and touch on this, you call it plating, just because there's something so special about that two-tone that you see here.
Well, with this, we wanted to really emphasize the beautiful herringbone. This is supposed to be kind of like an ode to tweed, that kind of beautiful herringbone pattern that you see in that. And the best way to do that was to do a technique called plating. And what that does is during the knitting process, we take two complementing colors. So like the style that you're wearing there, that has a mallard blue, which is that very kind of like deep blue, almost teal, and charcoal. And as they're knitted, one will go over above and over behind the other one, and they create that kind of high-low pattern. Unfortunately, if they accidentally slip during the knitting process, the pattern is completely lost, and we have to wind back the entire thing.
Oh my gosh!
So really, when we're knitting, it has to be monitored 24/7 when we're knitting plated styles. It's very labor-intensive, but when you get results like this, I think you'll agree it's well worth it.
100%. I speak from personal experience. If you've never tried an Aran Craft sweater, cardigan, like you have not lived. You have to get this home, especially at this price. I mean, for everything you're speaking about, the colors, the design element, how much wool you're getting here.
The weight of the weight, you see, there is a considerable amount of wool in this.
Yeah, this is nice and long. For reference, I'm 5'1", and this is coming way past, I mean, it's almost at my knee, which is nice if you want to use it, like you said, as a cottagan, or to really kind of cuddle up with. $119.99. That's a clearance price. No reorders here. It started out at $198, so that's $78 you're saving. Take advantage of the free shipping, and if you want, we have easy pay for you. $24 gets this home. Any major credit card, debit card, your Q card, and you can get this home today. Beautiful giftable as well, extra small to extra large. I am wearing the very popular mallard gray. Then we have charcoal black, black watch, and then we're gonna pop up some of the other options for you. That's your cloud soft gray, grass pear, natural stone, and we only have extra small left in the raspberry wine, customer top rated. So if you don't believe Barry and I, just go to QVC.com and read the reviews and you'll see what we're talking about. And Barry's going to be coming back later with some more